Hey you guys, it's me. Clearly, I don't know who else it would be. Wouldn't that be weird if suddenly it was just somebody else? Today I'm going to talk about Negan because for one thing I feel like it's warranted. There's some people, they don't seem to understand why I would possibly like Negan. And I'm going to talk about how I feel about the finale and how I feel about Negan in general. I kept seeing people ask, why do you like Negan? Why would you like Negan? Why does Negan have fans? Blah, blah, blah. Why are you so in love with a psychopath? Things like that. And like I tried to explain to those people, Negan is a fictional character and he's not real. Much like when I laughed when Jesse died, do you honestly think I'd laugh in reality if a mother and child died in front of me? Do you think, in real life, do you think I'd laugh? I mean, come on people. It's a fictional show, fictional characters, it's not real, I'm sure that there's a psychopath out there that is, there's plenty of psychopaths out there. Am I in love with them? No. Don't want to be. My thing with Negan, he is a fantastically written, put together, executed character. He is so good. Not in terms of morals, just his character is just so good. He's crazy, he's charismatic, he's oddly friendly, he's so many, he's just so complex and so incredible. I've never seen a character like Negan before, and I love him. And yeah, he kills somebody, but guess what? Did we forget what Rick and them just did to him? With what Rick and them have done, you really think that they're going to get away with what they did? They went and killed, slaughtered people. Not only killed people in their sleep, but then just gunned them down and then stole from Negan. You really think that they're going to get away with that? Imagine if the situation were reversed and somebody did that to Rick. How do you think he'd react? I mean, come on. There is no good or evil anymore. Everybody's done some messed up shit. You can't just say so-and-so's good and this is evil. No, everybody's done some messed up shit, okay? And you can't play it like that anymore, because it's just not true. Even Glenn's killed somebody. I mean, come on. They were gonna kill Negan for food. Sound familiar? Sounds pretty familiar to me. Killing somebody to get half of somebody's supply. Oh, wait a minute. Daryl's idea. He was the one being all cocky. We'll take care of Boogeyman. He ain't shit. Blah, blah. No. Okay, no. They should have never done that. Rick should have never went along with it. I understand why they killed the Saviors on the road. But at the same time, they should have never did this. Because they brought this on themselves. That's how I see it. Daryl and Rick and everybody, they brought it on themselves. And Negan, as I also explained to somebody, he could have made it way worse than it was. He could have killed all of them right then and there. But he didn't. He killed one person. Albeit, he did do it in a brutal way, but he only killed one. And like I said, I'm not saying Negan's a good person, but he's not really that bad. I don't know where people get that from. But people just really try to make him out to be way worse than he really is in reality. You see people say, oh god, he's way more evil than the governor and blah blah, and I'm just like, at least in terms of the comics, he is nowhere near as bad as the governor, okay? Don't even try that, because no, he's not. The point of why I love Negan, I've explained it to you. He's just a great character, villain or not. Are you telling me you've never been a fan of a villain before? It's like people try and make me feel bad because I find him attractive. Excuse me, I've seen a lot of you, well, not necessarily you, but I constantly see men going on about the women in this show, how hot they are. Rosita, Maggie, all these different characters. So it's okay for you to objectify a woman, but when I'm looking at a man, it's different, right? Okay. And I don't just like Negan because he's hot. That's beside the point. I mean, he's always been hot, but it's Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Come on. That's why I love him, and I'm not going to feel bad for loving him, and I'm not going to stop loving him. I've loved him since I read him in issue 100, and I will continue to love him until the end of time. Guilt trip me all you want. Tell me I have psychological disorders all you want. It's not going to stop me from doing it, okay? It's not, so Have fun. So I was not disappointed clearly, I was not disappointed in the least with Negan. His costume was literally, like, it's just like they just grabbed Negan from the comics and stuck him in the show. Boom, there he is. Perfect. Every bit of it. Lucille looks badass as I don't know what. I've seen some people complaining about his facial hair. I don't really see the big deal. I mean, it's some scruff. I'm not bothered by it. I know that Negan is clean shaven in the comics, but when you think about being practical, Negan is very busy, you know, with a lot of things, and I would imagine he doesn't really have all the time in the world to shave. I mean, I guess, flip side, he could have the wives shave him, but who knows. I understand why he isn't clean shaven, because I would expect him not to be, really. I mean, at least not perfectly clean shaven all the time, because I just feel like he doesn't have that kind of time. So I'm not bothered by it. You all know I love facial hair, so I'm not even upset. I saw a lot of people being really picky because they were like, man, if he would have shaved, he would have just been spot on. And it's like, he's already spot on. He's got some facial hair. It's hair. Get over it. You know, he had the slick back hair. He had everything. He had everything. He's perfect. He's perfect. He's tall. He, like, hunches over and stuff, and, like, his physicality is just perfect for Negan. Just perfect. I have no complaints when it comes to how he looks like and how he acted as Negan. I really enjoyed it. I liked his line delivery, how he went about it. You know, I liked how he would, like, make his eyes real big sometimes when he was talking about stuff, and he was just so Negan, you know. I loved every minute of it. It was so good. How I feel about the ending. I've seen a lot of people that are mad that we didn't see who gets Lucilled. In the moment, I was mad that they would do that to me. You know, I was like, come on, we were like, I really wanted to see who it was. They didn't show us. And I felt really aggravated in the moment because I was so into it that when it just was over, I was like, what? That's not it. That can't be it, you know? I was really upset that they ended it like that, you know, in the moment when it was happening. And then, you know, I kind of thought the only thing that I wanted from this finale, the only thing that I wanted at all to happen was Negan. And he happened. And so I didn't really care about much else after that. But, you know, I kind of expected them to do that because they always do those weird cliffhangers, and it's, I mean, you know, I figured a long time ago that they would maybe do it this way. I was hoping they wouldn't, but they did. I'm not as disappointed as most people are. I mean, a lot of people are really angry. I'm just kind of, you know, I'm just kind of like, eh. Because I feel like either way that they would have went, people would have been angry, you know? So even though they gave us a cliffhanger and people are mad, could you imagine how mad people would be if they actually killed somebody? Either way that they would have went, people would have been very mad. I understand that, you know, what makes the scene in the comics so iconic is that this is this brutal death, you know, and then we're just like left hanging after that, you know, because that was issue 100 and then, you know, you have to wait. And I do wish that they would have done that in the show and just killed somebody, you know, because I feel like that would have established Negan's character more and kind of shown, you know, that he's not somebody to mess with. At the same time, I'm not as mad as everybody else is because all I wanted was Negan and I got Negan, so, oh well. So yeah, that's generally how I feel about it. I'm also gonna put a little bit of an update in here because I don't really know when else I would talk about it, and I feel like I should just put it all in one, make it easy. So, I know that Fear the Walking Dead, the new season, is coming on this Sunday. I've had people asking me if I'm gonna do reactions to it, and I don't think I'm going to this time around, just because I'm gonna be like 100% honest with you. I'm really not that. I'm just really not into it, you know. It's just, I'm not attached to any of the characters. I literally forgot all of their names. I don't remember who's alive and who's not. Like, I don't care about it enough to put in that much time, and that might let some people down, but you know, we'll have season 7, you know, in the fall. I'll still continue to do little things here and there. I want to pick back up on my comic reviews. I kind of like forgot about those for a while just because I was so busy with everything else, things like that, and any requested videos that people have that they want me to talk about. I do want to do a video talking about the whole of season 6 and how I feel about it. Hopefully next week I will get that done, but yeah, I think I'm going to pass on doing reactions to Fear this season. I hope that I'm not upsetting anybody, but I'll still be around, you know, it's just, I just won't be around as often as all, but that's fine, you know, this is kind of my hiatus time, you know, I mainly do reactions, so this is kind of my downtime, and then I'll be back, and then we have, you know, the Comic-Con trailer will be coming in the summer, so, you know, I'll be around, don't worry, and I'm gonna let you guys go now, because I feel like I've been talking for like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna leave. I'll see you guys next week. So until then, I am Officer Friendly, over and out.